May the peace, mercy, and blessings of God be upon you. My Uncle Ali, complete for me the teachings of Islam and what it is commanded to do.
Islam also calls for maintaining the 5 daily prayers in congregation. Prayer in Islam is of great importance and is the greatest pillar of Islam after the testimony that there is no God but Allah and that Muhammad is the messenger of Allah. Therefore, Islam is about maintaining it and paying the utmost attention to it, even if a person prays sitting or prays lying down or lying on his back, as the Prophet, may God bless him and grant him peace, said, "Pray standing, and if you cannot, then sitting, and if you cannot, then on your side or lying on your back." The important thing is that he does not abandon prayer because it is the greatest pillar after the 2 testimonies of faith, and Islam has 5 pillars, as narrated by Abdullah bin Omar, may God be pleased with them, from the Prophet, may God bless him and grant him peace, who said, Islam is built on 5. The testimony that there is no God but Allah and that Muhammad is the messenger of Allah, establishing prayer, paying zakat, fasting Ramadan, and performing Hajj to the sacred house of Allah. Narrated by Al-Bukhari and Muslim. Among the benefits of prayer are the following. It brings the servant closer to Allah, the Almighty, as narrated by Abu Hurairah, may Allah be pleased with him, from the Prophet, may Allah bless him and grant him peace, who said, Allah, the Almighty, said, whoever shows enmity to a friend of mine, I declare war on him. My servant does not draw near to me with anything more beloved to me than what I have made obligatory upon him. My servant continues to draw near to me with voluntary acts of worship until I love him. When I love him, I am his hearing with which he hears, his sight with which he sees, his hand with which he strikes, and his foot with which he walks. If he asks me, I will surely give him, and if he seeks refuge in me, I will surely grant him refuge. Narrated by Al-Bukhari. Among the benefits of prayer is that it brings the servant closer to his Lord, the Almighty, and that it increases the servant's faith greatly. This is if he maintains it at its times, pillars, and obligations, with humility and sunnahs, and is mindful of his heart and prays with humility, for this prayer is what prevents indecency and wrongdoing. Another benefit of prayer is that it prevents indecency and wrongdoing. The one who prays a correct, humble prayer, with his heart present in it, will stay away from indecencies and will have strong faith and will come to hate indecencies, whether they are apparent or hidden, such as fornication, sodomy, and masturbation. These are great benefits of maintaining the 5 daily prayers, and as I said, on the condition that he prays a correct prayer with ablution, humbleness, and complete bowing and prostration, and that he does not rush, and is humble, and his heart is present, and he does not think in his prayer about worldly matters, worldly concerns, and worldly projects, because this prayer is what will benefit him in this world and the hereafter, and Allah, the Almighty, will accept it from him. This is what Allah wants from us in performing the 5 daily prayers, and not just hollow movements without spirit, because Allah, the Almighty, will not accept this prayer and is not pleased with it. The Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, "Pray as you have seen me pray." This means that Muslims and whoever wants to pray should pray as the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, prayed. This is what Islam calls for in maintaining the 5 daily prayers. Islam also urges and encourages people to perform many voluntary prayers, whether absolute or restricted voluntary prayers. This increases a lot of good, great faith, and closeness to Allah Almighty. Islam also commands people to maintain prayer and pay zakat, as zakat is a great matter in the religion of Islam. Next time, God willing, I will tell you about the 3rd pillar of Islam, which is zakat.
Thank you, Uncle Ali. You have helped us and taught us the 2nd pillar of Islam.
Next time, my son Kareem, I will tell you about the 3rd pillar of Islam, which is paying zakat.